And with that, let's bring in National Border Patrol Council President Brandon Judd. Brandon, you know, if I presented TSA with an arrest warrant, they would call police and arrest me. But if an illegal immigrant does that, you get to go on the plane. How do you feel about this?
Well, that's the problem that we're seeing in this country right now. We're seeing this administration continue to pander to people that cross our borders illegally, and that's what's causing so many people to come here. If he continues to give carve-outs of the rules that all United States citizens have to follow, then they're going to continue to come. Cartels are going to continue to make billions of dollars, and U.S. citizens are going to continue to be harmed. This is what this administration constantly does. It panders to illegal border crossers to appease the activists that exist in the White House, that exists in DHS, and that is part of their base. That is the problem that we're seeing here in the United States, and that's one of the reasons why we have a chaotic border right now as we speak.
You know, Brandon, I know that this is TSA, so it's not your department, but do you know what kind of arrest warrants we're talking about? Are these arrest warrants for people that are here in the country illegally, or could they be for violent crimes, drunk driving, or something more serious like that?
So the only thing that we give them is when we apprehend somebody, we issue them what's called a notice to appear, and that's going to be a WA. That's going to be a warrant for arrest, notice to appear. That's the only thing that's going to show on it. It's not going to show whether or not they have further criminal past. It's not going to show anything on there except that they were apprehended by immigration officers who then gave them a notice to appear with a warrant for arrest. That's all it is.
Well, speaking of traveling, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is angry that there's an influx of illegal immigrants in New York City right now, and he's blaming the governors of Texas and Arizona for that. But it's looking like it's the Biden administration that's actually flying these illegal immigrants to New York, and that's what's affecting the city. Could this be a good thing? If Democrat governors start getting angry about this illegal immigration crisis, could that actually be the motivation that President Biden needs to actually address this issue?
Well, it's going to be a good thing if the mainstream media is going to cover it honestly. Again, just like the WANTAs that aren't showing all of the criminal records, Eric Adams isn't telling the American public the truth. So if the mainstream media is only going to listen to him rather than dig into the actual story and look what's going on, no, the administration is going to ignore it because the American people aren't getting the truth. Until the American people get the truth, until they're willing to push back against their elected officials, this administration is going to continue to act exactly like they're acting. We thought that we would have hit the ceiling on illegal immigration way back 3 months into this administration's tenure, and we just didn't. We don't think that there is a ceiling right now. We continue to break record day over day, week over week, month over month, and this administration doesn't care.
One of the first things that the Biden administration did when they came into office when it comes to illegal immigration, Brandon, was say that the only illegal immigrants who can be deported are ones who pose a serious risk to society. So just being here illegally isn't reason enough to be deported. The Supreme Court just rejected that policy, how do you feel about that decision, and what does this mean moving forward?
So it's a great decision by the Supreme Court. They said that they're going to hear it up again. I believe that it's in December. The problem with that is that the administration can continue to order ICE not to go after certain officials. Lawsuits can be filed, but we know that those lawsuits take forever to go through. And even if the Supreme Court or a district court says that the Biden administration can't do anything, you can't hold a sitting president in contempt of a court order. And that's the problem that we're seeing. They don't care. They continue to ignore a co-equal branch of government, and that's not how this country is supposed to work. And again, that's the magnet that is drawing so many people to cross our borders illegally. It's what's allowing so many drugs to enter into our country because the cartels know that all they have to do is flood resources with illegal border crossers. Yeah. It's a very dangerous situation, and this administration isn't taking care of the American people. They continue to allow them to die with drug overdoses.
So many Americans, a record number of Americans, are getting affected by this fentanyl issue as well. Brandon, thank you so much for joining us on Fox and Friends First. We appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you, Carly.
You bet.